Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing the 2018 Mazda 3 Sport. This car comes equipped with a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with dual overhead cams, and it's got around 155 horsepower. Gets 38 miles a gallon on the highway and about 28 in city, and it's actually really nice. So we're going to go over the car real quick. I already took a bunch of exterior shots, and that's what I'm showing you right now. The car itself has a very unique design. You won't be able to mistake it. It's definitely a Mazda. It has upgraded wheels, as you can see. I believe, what size wheels do we have here? They are very dirty. 18-inch wheels. And as I said, the car looks very good. So we're going to go inside this car and take a look at the interior. Okay, the interior of this car comes equipped with very nice leather seats. Like, this is very high quality material, and they really hold you in place when you're driving. Fortunately, the car does not have floor mats, but that's because it's a rental car. Had an opportunity to do a review on this car, so that's why we're doing it. We'll take a seat inside the car, and actually the gauge cluster is very nice. Everything in this car is it's very well laid out. As far as design goes, I'd say it really doesn't get much better than this. As far as anything, I like the whole entire thing. The tablet, it's got heated seats, air conditioning controls are very nice. Shifter's nice. Just the overall ergonomics of this car are just outstanding. And I really do like this. I think that looks awesome. And again, it feels like very high quality material. And I really don't have any complaints about the interior of this car, especially for the price point it's at. And the car starts at $18,000 if anybody's wondering, but it's a very nice car for the money. And I believe this one's probably about $24,000 as equipped, which, you know, it's really nice for the money. Comes equipped with everything you expect a new car to come equipped with, especially start stop button with a remote key fob. And has heated seats. I already went over that. Sport mode, and it's got a 6-speed automatic transmission with an available 6-speed manual, which for enthusiasts out there like myself, I probably would get the manual, but this transmission is very good from what little driving I've done. We're going to save that for the road test up ahead. If you look in the back, I have my camera equipment, but the seats are still very nice. And as far as room for a small car like this, a compact, it's still nice. I'm gonna go take a seat back here with my driving position, and we'll see how much room I have. Okay, so now as you can see, back here we have a nice piano black finish on the bezel right here with a switch that's okay quality. You know, you can get away with that in a car in this segment. So I'm about 5'11", and that was my comfortable seating position up front. And I have plenty of room with my feet and knees. And the seat has give in it, so if you do go forward, you're not going to break your knees on anything hard. Unfortunately, there's no cubby back here, but that's what you get with a car of this price. We're not going to take any points away for that. There's no pass-through for here, but these seats do split and fold down. 2 cup holders. Just an overall good economy car that's very comfortable and has very plush seating. It's very nice. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and take this thing out on a road test and see how it handles and drives and see what it sounds like. Then I'll give you guys my final feedback at the end of that. Okay, so now we're on the road with the 2018 Mazda 3 Sport, and this is, as I said earlier, the 2-liter 4-cylinder with 155 horsepower. And the car, so far, I can say I like it. It's a good car. I have it in sport mode right now. Take it out of sport mode and see how it shifts. Yeah, so when you have it in sport mode, it essentially holds your revs higher as most sport mode cars do. Now this car does come equipped with Skyactiv technology, which is Mazda's basically a performance geared technology that they actually tune parts of the car for. So they have Skyactiv engine, which is like basically variable valve technology and advances in economy and performance. And they also have Skyactiv technology for the drivetrain, which essentially is like a torque vectoring front differential that senses when you're putting your brakes on and when you're coming into a turn, and it'll actually apply a load to the front axles via weight transfer to make the front of the car grip better when you're going into a corner. And that's actually a very good idea, because if you don't know what you're doing when you're driving a car and you don't know that you have to get the weight transfer to the front axle, you're not going to be able to hook as well in a corner as let's say somebody that does know how to do that. And if you ever try it, well, you know, you got to know what you're doing, but it really does make a difference making sure your weight does transfer to the front axle before you go to turn. And the car, as far as interior resonance and tire noise, it's not too bad. It's not the best car I've ever been in, but as far as a subcompact car like the Mazda 3 is, you know, its competitors like the Mazda, or the Honda Civic and like the Ford Focus, this car does a very good job of canceling out noise and absorbing bumps and still remaining sporty when you want it to be. And the steering wheel is very nice as well. It's got a really good feel to it. It's a little bit on the stiffer side, but the actual material they wrap the steering wheel with is very high grade and has a very smooth feel to it. It's not plastic, which is always a complaint on a car for me if you have a plastic steering wheel. And it's a very nice stitched leather that doesn't have a whole lot of cushion in it, but you don't really need that much cushion on your steering wheel. Let's just face it. So we're going to take this car up into the highway real quick and see how it handles at 55-mile-an-hour speeds. Just after the whole entire group gets going up here, man. Actually has a very good noise to it. I do like it a lot. And if only this person up here would learn how to merge onto a highway, that'd be great. Oh, guy's got a flat in a Hyundai. But yeah, as you can hear on the road, it is very comfortable. It absorbs bumps very well, and at highway speeds, right now we're going about 55 miles an hour. I don't have any complaints as far as road noise. I can have a perfectly good conversation with my person sitting next to me or in back, and you're not going to be yelling to compensate for road noise and just, you know, tire noise and wind noise and stuff like that. It seems like they did a very good job with the design of this car and making sure that it's actually comfortable for people to drive it. And right now I am actually very comfortable. The seat position is great. I'm held in here, but I don't feel like I have things gripping me where it's uncomfortable. It's just the right amount of seat bolstering, just the right amount of grip on your back and everything holding you in place. And that's one thing I can tell you about this car that's extremely good. It's the seat design. Going around this little corner here, I don't feel like I'm gonna fall out of my seat at all. I don't feel like I'm rolling over in my seat, and that's a complaint with a lot of cars, especially cars that aren't geared for straight performance. You feel like you're gonna roll out of your seat, and that is not the case with the Mazda 3. They did a great job with the seat bolstering on this car. These people need to learn how to drive. I'm gonna go turn around down there. And the car does come equipped with rear view camera, which is basically standard on most new cars. I think it's actually a law that they have to have rear view camera and collision assistance and avoidance, which, you know, you can be a fan of, or you can't be a fan of. I don't think it's really that big a deal as long as you can turn it off. I don't mind it. Okay, well that concludes the road test of the Mazda 3 2018 Sport model. And all I can say is this car has really exceeded my expectations as far as a compact car, and I really don't have any complaints with it. I think it's an overall really good car, and if you're looking to purchase one, you really should go out and test drive it and think of it as, you know, a car that might be worthwhile for you. So I hope you guys have a great day, and if you would, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.